Great news today. It's raining. Nothing else to do other than let's do some crazy hack. This is gourmet craft dinner to our American friends to the south. Mac and cheese. I had mozzarella in the fridge. Good Canadian unsalted butter. Italian basil, Italian parsley from my garden. If you want, you can definitely use dried. 3 mushrooms, brown or mini bellas, and of course 2 shallots. Let's get this baby going. If you're not a big fan of shallots, you can definitely use red onion or Spanish onion or just the regular yellow onion. So stay tuned. Once again, today is gourmet craft dinner or mac and cheese. So let's get chopping. This is very optional. I dry my own Thai peppers that I grow. This is super hot, but again, this is beyond optional. So cutting in the kitchen is relaxing. I believe, especially after a hard day of work, just getting a sharp knife out, having the option to do something that's delicious. In this case, we have craft dinner on the menu today. I remember when I was in university, my friends went crazy for craft dinner. Even after going to the cafeteria, even though we had the plan to eat all we want, I think it's just a comfort food, both in America and of course Canada. It's something that, I don't know, one of those things that is kind of like a food that helps put a smile on your face. I like talking. I usually chop a lot faster, but when you're talking, sometimes other things slow down, and I could speed it up, but again, hey, my fans out there don't mind if I talk. So I just have a really quick frying pan, throw those in. You might think that's a lot of mushrooms already. Just three. What occurs is, of course, when you are sauteing anything, especially mushrooms. Oh, mushroom is, I consider, a superfood. Of course, if you don't think so, Google will help you with that. I'm happy that it just brings that different taste. Umami is what it's called. I can't even pronounce it properly, I don't think. But again, I'm going to now throw in this really, I better not touch the seeds with my fingers and then touch my eyes, because I'll pay for that. If you just have regular chilies and a shaker, that's fine too. It's not as hot, but it just gives you that extra flavor. And now we'll just get the onions. Oh, I call them onions. Sorry. We're doing gourmet. So these are definitely gourmet shallots, which you can find at any grocery store. And right now, the funny thing is it's COVID times as we speak. I'm hoping everyone's okay out there listening to this. At the grocery store, onion prices went up, and a lot of people don't use shallots in their cooking, and shallots still stay the same price. So if you want something gourmet that still inflation hasn't caught up to it, this is the thing. This is the real deal. So again, I'm not the greatest chopper, especially when talking, but it's really good. So we have here this mixture here, just shallots, brown mushroom, and of course amazing Thai peppers. I know a lot of people saute with butter. We're going to do it with olive oil and butter. We're gonna just kick it up a notch. So that's gonna go on our stove, and that will be sauteing. And let's get the water boiling for the macaroni. So, hot water. I love this old pot. This old pot, I can't believe it, is older than I am. You always have to salt your water, especially any pasta that you bring to a boil. So we're gonna wait for it to go to a boil. Let's put the lid on to speed it up. And then of course we'll throw the macaroni in there. Then to the left side of it is the frying pan. It's on high also. I promise you that I'll throw in the butter. And I already turn it on. Hey, the wonders of a video camera. And then you can hear that sizzling, and we're cooking this while that is boiling. And I have the board behind me, so why won't I chop up the fresh basil and also parsley at this time, doing multiple things at the same time, nothing hard. Oh, look at this. This is like, you hear that? You hear that? So let's kick it up a notch. Let's throw in a little bit of salt. We already have the salt in the water. And of course, the cheese mix. And while this is frying, we have to do a couple other things. Fresh black pepper. We have to oh, look at that, look at that. The butter is melted. This is sauteing. We have to shred the cheese while we're waiting for everything to occur at the same time. Anyone can do this. Anyone can cut up a mushroom. Anyone can cut up a shallot or a red onion. Anyone can do this. Everyone has salt and black pepper. Why make your craft dinner just blah? So, well, it's not really blah. You're just kicking it up a notch with this method. So that is on super high. We don't have to keep it super high. All we have to do is put it down to medium low and find a lid. And actually, that will do it. Great work. But you know what? I'm going to do something that, yikes, yikes, yikes. The butter and the olive oil is enough. But my homemade white wine. Any time with white wine hitting mushrooms, it just brings heaven to earth. There you go. So the water is boiling. That is frying. Why won't I shred the cheese, and I'll see you soon. So I hear the pot. It's roaring. So it's bubbling. It's actually lifting up this lid. Yeah, this pot is so old, but so good. I have my craft dinner here. Make sure you take out this before you pour in the macaroni. There you go. I'll use the same spoon from before. I do a quick stir. The box says 7 to 8 minutes. I'm going to lower this a little bit. It's on high. I'm going to go to medium high. It says 7 to 8 minutes. I'm just going to do 7 minutes. I do want it al dente. I do want it not too mushy, because we do have to melt the cheese, add the milk. In this case, we're using almond milk. You can use any kind of milk. And of course, on the left-hand side, we have the mushrooms sauteing. Oh, I made a little bit too much noise. So let's look at this. And oh boy, if you want to speed up the process, it smells amazing. If you were here, you will love it. So I put it to medium. because that macaroni is going to be done very shortly. In 7 minutes, we'll strain the macaroni and then we will be eating amazing gourmet craft dinner. So there you go. So good in such a short amount of time. Great news, just 1 minute left. The basil and parsley is chopped. I have a 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. Good mozzarella, you don't need too much. Let's look at this, less than a minute, and I'll be straining that. Look, that's so delicious. I want you to hear that sizzle. That is just beautiful. So we're going to strain that in less than 40 seconds, the macaroni. And of course, we're going to turn off the element for the boiling water. We have our cheese mix ready to go. That's one of the things I can do is open it up so we're not wasting time. Again, something so simple can be so delicious. And this is will be your comfort food. I just want it to beep. So it should beep anytime soon. So let's look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, those mushrooms smell delicious. I'm going to turn off that. I'm going to turn off the stove. I want to use that hot element. So I'm going to strain this in the sink. Move the hot pan to the element. Throw in butter. It asks for margarine. But why do you want margarine? This is like so amazing. And because the pot's still so hot, the butter disappears. Oh, you don't have to use this much butter, but hey, Gourmet, go France, they love their butter. And then, oh, it's not mushy, not mushy. Let's throw in the macaroni. Let's stir that. That's melting the butter. Let's add the milk. That milk is awesome. So we're going to focus more on the macaroni now. So that is all melted, the butter, the milk's in there. Throw in the powder. Stir that around. Oh, the smell, it's amazing. I didn't forget, we also have the melted, oh, not melted yet, the mozzarella. So let's put that 1/4 cup in here, sprinkle it around. Hey, let's put a little bit more than a 1/4 cup. Stir that around. It's getting so thick. Oh my. Some people like to throw in a hot dog. Hey, if you want to throw a hot dog in, go for it. Oh, it's so cheesy. The mushrooms are done. Turn that off. Throw the mushrooms in. I want all that good butter. Let's plate this bad boy. It's done. And it's not mushy, but it is cheesy and it is gourmet. I can't believe this. Another true hack from Beyond Cool. Let's plate this bad boy. So before we do bowl it, let's put in the fresh basil and the fresh parsley. It just adds color, but also gives it that extra boost. Let's get this bad boy in a nice plate. Hey, some people like bowls, so maybe a plate and a bowl, you choose. So some people prefer a plate over a bowl. I have both. Let's get this bad boy in the plate, in the bowl. As you can see, it is so cheesy, and I wish you were here to smell it. Wish you were here to smell it. So, very simple. I only use one wooden spoon out of this whole recipe. Oh, it's steaming. I could get a big spoon, but hey, I'm living on the dangerous side. That looks delicious. Or you can plate it, make it look all nice and fancy. Let me get this going. It's so cheesy. Look at that cheese. Look at the cheese on the wooden spoon. Oh, hi. Yikes. Let me make this plate look beautiful, and then you will see it. And of course, I can't wait to try it. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Let me just try some. I have mushrooms, parsley, basil, and of course, macaroni and cheese. Oh my. It is beyond cool. It's beyond amazing. It is so delicious. Cheers. And remember to subscribe. And of course, there will be more hacks down the road. Ciao for now.